What if I told you that some of the most effective yoga sequences don't even need a mat? That you could build strength, improve balance, and create real mobility using nothing but the space you're standing in. This hands-free flow proves that yoga doesn't have to be complicated or equipment heavy to be transformative. We'll move through Warrior 2, side angle, a suspended cartwheel, and into tree pose. And here's what makes this different. When you teach this sequence, every transition gives your students permission to stay where they are or to explore something new. No forcing into the full expression. No assumptions about what everyone's body can do today. You'll just see intelligent movement that meets people exactly where they are, whether that's in a hotel room or the office or your studio. Try the sequence for yourself, then take it to your students. Maybe they need longer holds in Warrior 2. Maybe tree pose happens with 1 or 2 hands on the wall. You're the chef. Adapt this recipe however serves your class best. And if you're loving this approach and want a whole toolkit of sequences like this, that's exactly what we explore in Mastering the Art of Yoga Sequencing, my mentorship program. Links below. A hands-free flow that doesn't even need a mat, but if you're using one, you can start facing its wide edge. Take your feet wide too. Spin on your right heel. I'll be your mirror. Point your right toes toward the short side of your mat. If you're using one, option to lift onto the ball of your left foot and take your left heel back. Bring your palms together. Lay your thumbs on your sternum and connect to your breath. As you inhale, press your hands apart. Fingers can be up. As you exhale, lunge your right knee the few inches it takes for it to arrive over your ankle. Now, as you inhale, straighten your knee. And as you exhale, pull your hands back together. Let's pulse that again. Inhale, spread your arms. Exhale, lunge your knee. Inhale, straighter knee. Exhale, slow approach of your hands. 3 more rounds, 6 breaths. Go on your own cycle. Your feet are not cemented to the ground. It would be okay to adjust their position as you move and start to understand the lines of energy that will work for your body here. You can also go on any breath rhythm that makes sense for you. You don't need to match me. The next time that your arms are spread wide and your knee is lunged, we'll hang out in this Warrior 2. Now we came with our fingers facing up. Let's all angle our fingers down for a back of the wrist stretch. If you don't like it, you can go to straighter wrists. Look forward over where your right fingertips would be. Maybe move the pinky toe side of both hands, pinky finger side of both hands back a little bit. Then we'll come to straight wrist. Roll your thumbs back, your pinkies forward. Catch your next breath in to lift up. And as you exhale, continue on back. Move slow. Inhale, start to lift up in the direction of Warrior 2. Exhale, a quick trip to side angle. Your right forearm can come to your right thigh. Inhale, start your trip. Exhale, pass the midline and come back. Inhale, start the trip. And exhale, arrive. We'll do 3 more rounds of this. If you like, you could join me. The sensation of pressing energy both forward and back with your arms. And you'll quickly notice as we now lean forward over the right thigh, oh, that makes this spicier. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lean. If what you're looking for is something sweeter, you don't need to stay super deep in the lunge with your right knee. In fact, you could float all the way back. So this is reverse triangle. Next time you're back, let's do stay back. Now your right knee could be lunged over your right ankle, or it could be straight. Your arms could be stretching up and down, or they could bend. Maybe your right elbow bends and you hold the back of your head with your right hand. Maybe your left hand dangles. Maybe your left hand rests kind of sassily on your left hip. Or maybe your left hand comes around behind your back. It's modified cow face arms. Take 3 or 4 big breaths. We're coming into some version of side angle. You're the boss. Your side angle could be forearm to thigh. Or you could keep your arms kind of like this, but feel free to slacken as you go. Angle forward over your right leg. Stop when things get exciting. If they're not exciting, if they're boring, if you want this to feel like a whole lot more, well, you could straighten your right arm. If you're still bored, you could straighten your left arm and be in this totally unsupported side angle. But please remember, the forearm to thigh is a fine choice. And if this isn't working for your left shoulder, left hand to your hip, or draped along your back is fine. How about one more full breath in and out. Now inhale, come back up through your warrior two for a sec. Exhale, lower your right hand down to your right thigh. Heel until your left foot in just a smidgen. Use both hands however you like, but you might keep your hand on your thigh as we get rolling here. We're teasing out a suspension on your right leg. Look down to the floor. Inhale, put all the weight into your right leg, get light with your left foot. And exhale, tap some or all of your left foot down. Keep driving by this shape. Inhale, come onto your right leg. Exhale, come onto both legs. 1, 2, 3 times more until you feel like you might be ready to suspend. And the suspension can happen with your hands on your body or spread out to the sides. The suspension can also happen with some of your left foot down on the floor. Or you could start to tip forward and lift your left leg up. Use your arms to help you with balance. So this is not officially a half moon shape. This is like a suspended cartwheel. Like you began to do a cartwheel and then realized your age and how long it's been since you actually successfully executed a cartwheel. Take another breath or two. Okay to step down or reach for the wall and then reset. We'll finish with a breath in that starts to lift us up and a breath out that takes your left foot down to the mat. Now let's tease out balance on the left. Hands could be on or off your body. Watch me once if you haven't done this before. Inhale onto your left leg. Exhale, touch your right foot down. So this might look a little bit like fencing. And your right knee and toes don't need to face any particular direction. In fact, you could pull them in pretty close if that's where you're finding the balance today. This will become a tree pose. Your tree pose could be super casual with the ball of your right foot on the floor and your right heel against your left inner ankle. Come up higher anywhere at all. Arms can go wherever feels good. If you want more challenge, try lifting your gaze or blinking your eyes slowly. Maybe even taking a breath or two with your eyes closed. Finish with a breath in. And as you exhale, relax your right foot down. Take a moment here. Notice what's going on left to right in your body. Let's come back to the wider stance and have all this fun on the second side. Roll on your left heel, point your left toes to the left. Option to come up on the ball of your right foot and bump your right heel back, but your legs could take any arrangement that suits you best here. Palms together. Reconnect to your breath. Use an inhale to press your hands forward and back. Use an exhale to lunge your left knee. Use an inhale to straighten. And an exhale, slowly draw your hands together like they're repulsive magnets. Yeah. Inhale, open. Exhale, settle. Inhale, float up. Exhale, slow pull in. 3 more rounds or however many you can get through, sticking exclusively to the rhythm of your breath. Maybe one more full round. Inhale to spread your arms. Exhale to lunge your knee. And that's what we'll do to arrive in and stay in Warrior Two. Spread arms, lunge knee. Maybe a back of the wrist stretch. Maybe something different on this side. You can vogue, you can move your wrists around, wiggle your fingers, do whatever feels nice. Look past where your left fingertips would be. And come to straight wrists. Move your thumbs back, your pinkies forward. Catch your inhale to lean back, then keep going. Exhale, back over your right leg. Inhale, start the trip forward. Exhale, forward over your left leg. Inhale to lift. Exhale to arrive in this exalted warrior. Inhale to lift. Exhale, arrive in side angle. Give it a kiss. If you wanted to do the suspended version, you could be pressing your top hand back, your bottom arm forward. In and out. If your left quads are screaming, straighten your knee. Let's all head back and stay in this exalted shape. It could be exalted triangle with your left leg straighter. It could be the modified cow face arms. Any way that suits you best. Settle in. Stay with your breath. We're heading towards side angle. This could be your left forearm coming to your left thigh. This could be as simple as angling your torso forward and staying where things are interesting. There's also the option to straighten your left arm or to bring your right arm alongside. Don't be a hero. Make choices that work for you and your practice. Use an inhale to lift up through Warrior Two for a moment, and then exhale to take your left hand down to your left thigh. Maybe bump your right foot in a little. Right hand can be on your hip or dangling down. We're pouring all the weight into the left leg, and then we're drawing back just a little. Maybe you use an inhale to come onto your left leg and an exhale to tap some or all of your right foot down. Again, it's a question of driving by the shape, seeing if the party is ready for our arrival. And when you feel like arriving at the party, that could be the ball of your right foot or even just the ball of your right big toe down on the floor. Or maybe your leg lifts and your left arm lowers in relatively even amounts. That's a suspended cartwheel. We pressed pause on it. We changed our minds about going into the cartwheel. And maybe this is a shape you come in and out of a few times during the hold. Just another breath or two. Haha. Let's inhale, start to leave the shape. Exhale, land with the right toes facing towards your screen. Your hands can come to your hips. Inhale, put the weight into your right leg. Exhale, tap your left foot down. And as you do these pulses onto your right leg, you might be experimenting with exactly where you want your left foot to land. Closer together will probably make the balance come easier. And obviously taking a big lunge over to the side is making things harder. It's not always best for things to be harder. Well, arrive in tree pose. Your tree pose could be super casual. Your tree pose could be heaving your foot up against your leg as high as it can possibly go. Maybe you want to find something in the middle where you feel like it's interesting enough to keep you present. Your arms can go wherever feels good. Your gaze can go wherever feels good. Maybe it's something that isn't moving, so not right at my image on the screen, or maybe up toward the ceiling. Or maybe you challenge yourself to start to blink your eyes more slowly to be in the challenge. Let's take 2 more breaths together. We'll finish with an inhale, and with an exhale, we'll let it all go, shake it out, and see what comes next.